surprise, Jiblets. It's the man who's straight as leak and sweet as in nut, here with episode 2 of Mystery Think / the Scooby-Doo reviews, because we're not sure. But I'm not on my own. I am joined, of course, by my tumultuous co-host. It's the unnicknamed Windjammer Watson. Say hello, Windjammer.
Hey guys.
Okay, great. Thanks for that lovely intro. So, as I've already said, this is episode 2 of Mystery Think, the series where we go through every animated Scooby-Doo film, well, all films, because we're going to do the live action at some point. Every Scooby-Doo film and some specials, as you'll find out today. And it's a very special day from the one that we watched. Absolutely special is the word for it. And the one we are doing today is, of course, Scooby Goes Hollywood / Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood, depending on who you talk to in the biz. And so this came out in 1979, December 23rd on ABC. And it was basically just like a special that they put out. I don't really know why, to be honest. This came out just before the end of the first series of the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show. No Scrappy-Doo in this one, however. So yeah, at this point, all we've had is Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The new Scooby-Doo movies, which is where you get the ensemble guest cast people. Like, who is it? Laurel and Hardy and the Harlem Globetrotters are like the two memorable ones that I can recall. Which has some kind of motifs or kind of elements pulled from the theme tune in this one we're about to talk about today. And then you get the Scooby-Doo show. And so they just started the first series of the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show. So that is your setup. That is Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood. And where to begin? So I'm thinking for a start-off point, I think we should just run through what actually happens. So
yeah, that's a good...
Okay, so basically the main gist is that Scooby and Shaggy don't want to be in Scooby-Doo anymore. It was basically, there's like a lot of people not wanting stuff that we know them for. Because, as we'll get onto later with the whole pet shop thing, which was Grillo's pet shop, something like that. Gringo, who cares? Alright, anyway, so basically what happens is Shaggy and Scooby want to impress the leader of the network, essentially.
The president, yeah.
The president of the network. So it could be, from the look of it, CBS or ABC. I think ABC, because this is what it was on, or it got shown on. And basically what they've done is they've done like a sizzle reel of Scooby-Doo and all these different kind of situations, like different kind of genres.
Yeah, it was like different genres of film.
Of film, yeah. And I think this review is probably going to be pretty short. I'm not sure how much we actually have to say in it. It's not going to be a bumper, like 75-minute one like the Scoob review. But yeah, I think so. we can only work with what we're given, to be fair. So essentially it starts off and there's like a nice little number at the start which kind of sets you up for, oh dear, they're going to do songs. Yeah. 47 minutes in total. So it's a special, not like a film necessarily. The animated films are usually around 70 to 75 minutes. Or I think some of them might have been like just over an hour, like some of the other ones.
A few of them
the earlier ones, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's not necessarily film length territory, but it is a special. And we hadn't seen it before, so I was like, why don't we just watch it and give our first impressions for it? Yeah. And this is why we shouldn't have. So Shaggy and Scooby are trying to impress this guy, and let's just run through the kind of, what do we have? What kind of, I guess, parodies and like mini films do we get in this one?
I think the first one is the cowboy one. Right?
Yeah, it's like Scooby Goes Western or something, it says.
How Scooby wins the West?
Okay.
It's something like that. It was something about Scooby winning the West.
Yeah, and basically, they're all like, there's probably 10 overall, maybe, and they're literally like kind of ranging from 30 seconds to maybe a few minutes, like 3-4 minutes maybe. Because I think the Happy Days one was quite long and had a song in it. So I think songs were just a way to pad out even more, because if you took all that out, you'd probably get it down to maybe 35 minutes, possibly.
We'll see. Not
really sure. But yeah, it's interesting that they just kind of... Well, it's not interesting, it's just kind of lazy, just like, let's fill it with whatever. What can we fill it with? Let's just do random songs. Okay, cool.
I don't particularly know why they... were like, oh yes, songs will be a good idea in this Scooby-Doo show. Like, even if it's a special, like one-time thing, Scooby-Doo's not a thing for songs, or like musical numbers.
So I think, so far, the main thing to note is that we've watched 2, so 2 out of 2, and none of them have mysteries. Do you notice that as well?
Oh, yeah, well...
I think that's the biggest weakness of this, is they were trying... What was the plan here, do you think?
I don't know. I think it was more just like... Because during the film... the big producer guy is always like, oh, he's such a funny, clumsy, like, scared dog. I think they were just trying to make, like, a gag reel of that.
But it sucked because one of the main things that people don't give it credit for is that it was kind of clever. When they did it in the TV show, it was clever when they did the kind of... It was either clever or, like, so wacky and ludicrously stupid that it was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Which is what worked in this one, which we'll go on to in a bit. But with the love ship. But, like, so let me out of this pot. That's funny because it's wacky and kind of, like, stupid.
Maybe my ventriloquism bit can get us out of this jam. Help! Let me out of this pot!
Whereas this one, it was literally just like, let's see how many times we can get Scooby to fall over and get himself tangled up in something or fall on something. And it's like, I don't care.
Literally during the first thing, like when they're trying to set up like a tape to show the guy.
Yeah, that bit was kind of humorous because it was stupid. And then by the end of it, he was having to like roll it himself and shine a torch.
Like, pencil through it.
That bit was. I think that bit was pretty funny. And then after that, it was just like over and over again and not as good.
Yeah,
because you had a payoff there, which was him, the visual of him holding it, spinning it around with the flashlight. Whereas for the rest of it, there'd be a stupid thing, but there wouldn't be any payoff. It would just be, look, he's fallen over here.
Yeah,
etc. Okay, anyway, in terms of story, let's wrap up. Like, go through the story, like all the arcs and everything. So Fred and Velma and Daphne are in it, but they're kind of very limited use, which makes sense because, as I was saying, this came out after during the first series of Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, which, if you've seen it, they barely make an appearance, if at all, and it's usually like Daphne.
Yeah.
And they kind of implement the same thing here. They're kind of in it more than I thought they might be. But they are very, like, they don't really do anything, do they?
Not really. It's more just like them talking.
Yeah. Long story short, Scooby keeps doing these like little vignette things to the point that he's like, I want to leave the Saturday morning cartoon industry and go off and be a big Hollywood star, aka Scooby Goes Hollywood. Makes sense. The gang want him to stay. The director guy wants him to stay because the videos that he shows him are shit. And he's like, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be staying doing what you're good at, which is being clumsy and being silly, being funny. And you should do that on your own TV show. But Scooby-Doo is like, no, I don't want to do that. So it actually gets to the point where they bring in actors, like they bring in other dogs to audition for the part of Scooby-Doo to replace him, which kind of doesn't really go anywhere. That's like literally the one kind of thing that happens other than the vignettes going on.
Yeah. Like thinking back to it, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Compared to the rest of it, it was like...
There's like 5 minutes of story in like a 47-minute runtime show, episode, whatever you want to call it. Basically... they get all these audition guys and they're not very good, and Shaggy and Scooby are like laughing at them. Shaggy's like a bit of like an obnoxious twat in this. Did you get that?
He didn't really, because he's like trying to promote Scooby-Doo leaving the show as well.
Yeah, but then at the end he was trying to get himself over as well with the things, and then he got thrown out, and it's just kind of the characters just seemed very unlikable in this one. It was kind of weird. Like, very much a departure from, like, the TV series that we've seen up to this point.
Yeah, Shaggy wasn't, like, himself.
So this is, like, the 10-year, like, anniversary, basically. Like, just over 10 years. This came out in December of 79, and the first episode of Scooby-Doo came out in 69, and that was in, I think, September 13th. So, yeah, you've got, like, 10 years and, like, 2-3 months. So, he's established at this point, so they kind of played off that. It was like the kind of fourth wall breaking, because they were like acknowledging that Scooby-Doo was an actor just playing a role in these TV shows, although he was clumsy. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like
what they're going for, kind of.
It was kind of like, oh, he's an actor, but he's still...
Yeah, he's an actor, but he plays himself. Like,
yeah, he's literally called Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
it's all about Scooby-Doo.
And because it was like how they met and stuff. So it was like literally everything's the same except. Yeah, it was kind of weirdly framed. So yeah, they have other dogs auditioning, which doesn't work out. They have more tapes, and then eventually he goes on like a talk show, and he's like, I'm leaving to go and win an Emmy or something. And all the children are watching it because that's what children do, is they watch late night TV shows that are on in the middle of the day. And they're all like, we want Scooby-Doo back. And Fred and Velma and Daphne join the campaign, all the people marching. And they've got signs and banners and goddamn loads of hot air balloons. It goes on and on and on. And we're like, we get it. Can we get on? They just literally like, hot air balloons, more signs, more people. Okay.
It was like, oh, look, it's Fred, Daphne, and Velma. They're the ones going and screaming Scooby's name. And
yeah, like when they first look out the window, you just see them three, and then they have another shot to show, oh, look, there's like crowds like going into the distance that look like ants. And so Scooby-Doo is like, you know what? I've got to do it for my fans. I've got to go back to being a dog. And then he goes back to being a dog. And then Shaggy goes in, tries to slip in. And he's like, hey, producer guy, why don't you look at my tapes? And then he gets thrown out. And then he's like, okay, I guess I'll go back with Mystery Inc. now.
Yeah.
As my fallback C plan. Now that Scooby's not famous and I'm not going to be famous, I guess I'll go back to this thing that I hate, which is Mystery Inc. Which is not the kind of attitude or viewpoint that I want to have in a Scooby-Doo. I want Shaggy to be happy to be in the gang. So that was kind of, I don't like that aspect of it. And yeah, that's basically the whole thing. That's the story. You have these little vignette things. They try to leave. They tell everyone they're going to. The fans like, please don't. And he's like, okay, that's the story summed up for you. So you didn't miss anything if you haven't seen it. Even as a Scooby fan, like I don't think I would recommend this to another one.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No.
Like, if you want to just put something on in the background that kind of have some wacky parts,
you could find like the wacky parts. I was saying earlier, we like found maybe one. I don't know. One is harsh. There was maybe
a few.
I'd say less than 5, but there was some parts where it was like, that's funny. But then there was one where I got a genuine like belly laugh from which we'll go on to when we go through like the best bits and the worst bits. Because I think after this we should go on to like what were like that was utter crap, and then but let's be like, okay, let's finish it off with like what was good, what was best bits, etc.
Yeah.
So there's the brief. Well, it wasn't that brief. There's the outline for you essentially of what happens in the episode in question. So yeah, low points for you, I guess, or anything you want to talk about, then shoot.
I mean, low points is just the majority of the film.
It's boring in a lot of parts. Like, okay, the one bit that stands out to me, and just like, why are we seeing this? Why is this happening? When he went to that, I mean, I guess it's to show that he's not fitting in with that crowd, but he goes to like a night party.
Is that
like a nightclub
thing with the punch bowl?
Yeah. And he wears like a coat, and he goes to a punch bowl. He drops the cup in the punch bowl. He's fishing his arms around in the punch bowl. They're looking unimpressed, and then he goes and puts his coat on a statue and leaves. That's it. I don't know why that's in there, other than to like I said, establish that this isn't his crowd. He's not fitting in.
Because it's stupidly like Shaggy's more trying to push him than Scooby is. And he's like, oh yeah, there's a massive party going on with a bunch of guys
it's kind of like the Grandpa Joe Charlie Bucket scenario where you have a guy that's kind of likable and he's got this kind of asshole that's egging him on to do bad shit in the background.
Yeah.
And you're like, will you fuck off, Grandpa Joe? Don't make him drink the fucking fizzy shit or whatever the fuck. He kind of fucks him over in that film.
He does.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, now that we've addressed that, that was my low point. Well, all right, what was your low point?
Low point. I'd probably just go like the opening scene, because
what was that?
It starts off and they're like getting chased by a ghost or something.
Yeah, they're getting chased. It was like a giant orange bug.
They're getting chased by a thing. Then a giant orange bug like shows up out of nowhere.
It reminded me of like an orange version of. Did you ever play the CD-ROM mystery games? And it was like the bug in the museum.
Yeah,
it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
God, I wish we had like a PC to put that on. That would have been good. But yeah, it reminded me of that. And then they ran away. And then so apparently at the start of this they had a crew to film them, but then they didn't.
I'm not sure.
Because then when they were doing their other stuff, it was like they'd already got it in the bag. Whereas this opening was really random. It was like...
Well, I think it was meant to be like them filming for an actual episode of Scooby-Doo.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was like them...
Yeah, because then they end up like outside the studio, and then you see all the other shows that they're kind of going on, and then maybe that's like the kind of planting the seed for them wanting to kind of branch out and do other stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that regard, that kind of makes more sense then. But yeah, like...
I think that whole opening bit, like, it goes from, like, batshit crazy, big orange bug, puts them in a barrel, they get shot out of the studio, then they're outside, the rest of the gang walks past, then Shaggy's just like, oh, you're famous, but you don't get, like, food on silver platters, and, like, you don't have everything handed to you.
Yeah, and then Scooby's like, you know what, you're right, let's do this stupid thing.
Yeah.
And do all these shitty movies. And that's the other thing, like, there's another part of me that's like, was there some sort of thing where people were like, we want to see Scooby-Doo in another context? And I'm like, you want to see Scooby-Doo in another context? Here you fucking go. And they just make it as shit as possible so that you want him to go back to just doing his normal TV show. Like, maybe at the time, like, people weren't happy with it. And they were like, all right, we aren't liking like where the series is going. It's getting kind of stale. And they're like, oh, you want us to freshen it up, do you? Well, how's this? How's this fucking fresh, motherfucker? And then they're like, oh shit, can I go back to the stale thing, please? And be like, yes, you can. That's what we're going to do anyway. That's kind of partly in the back of my mind, as in like, is that kind of some sort of game plan that they had going into this?
I could see that happening.
Does that make sense? Like, now that I said that, like, kind of
that,
if you watch it with that mindset, you're like, oh shit, this must be what was going on there.
Is literally like, oh yes, please, like, refresh it, make something different out of it, and then they were just like, we'll do the same thing, take the mystery out.
We'll do something so different and shit that you'll be begging us to go back to the shit thing that you didn't like before.
Yeah.
In that regard, that works. Wow. Okay. So yeah, let's just kind of get a rundown of, like, let's get in for like 10 of the kind of random little mini film things that we saw. So you mentioned before, we got a Western. We got there was like a Charlie's Angels one at the end, which I got excited about. I was like, oh, Charlie's Angels and Scooby-Doo, what a great mix.
I think that was like one of the worst ones.
Yeah, like nothing happened. He fell out of a plane and landed in a barrel. That was, when you put it like that, that's kind of shit that we're doing with here. Because if you don't know, Jib Suave is a very big proponent of Charlie's Angels, the remakes. McG is the Mac Daddy. And them are two great films. I haven't seen the remake yet, but I will be sure to do that at some point. But yeah, I was like, oh, Charlie's Angels and Scooby-Doo, this has potential. And it apparently didn't. Also, the other thing is, if he was he should have been like Bosley, not Scooby. You're not going to have any idea what I'm talking about.
But Bosley's the...
Yeah, Bosley's like the helper guy. But they never see, at least in the ones that I've seen, they never see Charlie. So if it was Scooby's Angels, they shouldn't see him. It should have been like Shaggy's Angels. And Shaggy's like the voice, which they didn't even use. And then Scooby-Doo's Bosley, because Scooby's kind of close to Bosley. Scooby, Bosley...
Yeah.
Scosley, Scoobly, Boobly, Booby, Bobley, whatever. You can kind of fuck some shit together like that.
Oh, God.
And make Scooby, Booby, Bobley, Boozly, Bobley. Bosley. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Scooby, Dooby, Bosley. Do, Booby. Okay. So that regard, yeah. There was another one, him and Cherie. Was that the one that I liked, or was that the magician one? Because there was one that I liked.
That was the magician one.
There was one that I liked. Actually, okay. There was one that I liked. I'll touch on it in the plus parts, but there was one that I liked that had a really good song in it. And I can't remember if that was the Cherie one or not.
I don't think that was the Cherie one.
There was Lavon, who was some random skater chick.
Oh yeah, the random skater chick who was meant to be like, I'm not even sure how old she was meant to be, but she sounded like an old lady.
The whole world? I'd be too nervous. Could we just make it Brooklyn?
In the skating one, what happened at the end of that? Wasn't the joke, oh, he crashed?
The joke was he couldn't turn.
He couldn't turn, he hit his head on like a pipe and did a somersault.
Ended up going through it, then they started filming.
Right.
He starts skating again. He can't turn because he's crap at turning. He goes into like a room, comes back out of a room. Then the skater woman is like on his back because they crashed into each other.
Okay.
And they're heading towards the camera or something.
Right.
And then I can't remember what happened after that.
I feel like that was the one where they cut to the office guy watching it. Maybe was that?
Oh, that yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, so as you can tell. You got him falling in the barrel, him just kind of fucking around in some skates, and it's kind of like, yeah. And you had Happy Days, was a kind of spoof thing, which was Scooby Days, and then in that one, if you just say what happened, it's kind of ludicrous that they just made that a thing. It's like there's no idea that basically Scooby-Doo was in the Fonzie's booth, and he was like, "Get out of my booth," and then for some reason Scooby went to comb his head, and the comb got stuck in his wig and came off, and then somehow from there he was like, "We should be friends," and then they sang like a Doobie Ruby Doobie Die Guy song, which just went on for like 3 minutes, and that was the only words, and it was terrible, and then it ended, and then that was it. That was it.
I can't comment on that because I missed that.
Yeah, you missed that bit.
Oh.
Lucky you. So yeah, that was that part.
He's just a Ruby-Doo guy. A Ruby-Dooby, Scooby-Dooby, Ruby-Doo guy.
So you get the idea. It's just kind of a load of slapped together, kind of vague non-ideas that are just blech. So
Yeah.
right, there you go. That's kind of general gist. That's, you know, let's end on a high note, end on a positive, going up on a scale of excitement and joy. Tell me about a thing that you liked, because I've got maybe 2 or 3. And I think they're probably going to be the same. Let's save the love ship.
Love ship will be the last.
The main event, yeah. So hit me with
like
something
extreme
else.
high note. I mean, I kind of enjoyed the dog bit when he's like going and trying to hire other dogs,
Okay, yeah.
like replace Scooby-Doo. I just kind of like seeing Shaggy laugh because his face.
So this is a high point to you.
This is a high point to
weird
me.
animation is a
weird-
high point.
Freaking animation of Shaggy's face changing from like a
Contorting
bean
as if he's
to...
being possessed
yeah,
by some terrifying demon.
it was weirdly amusing.
Huh. Okay.
It was just kind of like the rest of it was so just stupid that kind of
Stuck out to you as a plus.
as a plus.
Right. Well, for me, I had some, and now I can't remember now that I'm trying to talk about it. But yeah, like I was saying before, there was a song that I actually dug, and I was like, you know, that's actually pretty good. If the rest of them had been like kind of that good, then I would have been up for it. Although that part was kind of crap because it ended with him just like falling into the orchestra, and it was just back to the scrape in the bottom of the barrel. Scooby-Doo just falls on something. That's it. It's like, God damn it, can you do something else, please? Holy crap. In terms of the other thing that I liked, we both loved the Love Ship. I'm trying to think if there was... What was my other thing? Because I had something else. But I might just have to skip it if I can't think of it. I liked a bit in the Western one when they were like cranking his leg or his tail, and it was like pumping the water out of him. But that was just like that's kind of funny. And like I mentioned before, him holding the reel and shining the flashlight through it, that was kind of like little moments that are like not laughable, but like a chuckle. A chuckle.
Like,
Is that? And it wasn't even a chuckle.
Sharp exhale of breath.
It was like, so what a chuckle is to a laugh. What I did was what the word that I can't think of is to a chuckle. Do you know what I mean? If there's a comparison.
Yeah.
So whatever a chuckle to a chuckle is, like that small amount, that's what I got from it. But they were in the barren wasteland of the rest of the thing, that's what I had to like draw on and pick out as being very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That was my thing. Him pumping his goddamn tail is to get water out is a highlight, or his leg, whatever the hell it was. Okay, so I guess without further ado, we'll go to the Love Ship main event.
Love Ship.
Which so basically, Scooby and Shaggy are captains of a giant cruise ship, and how exactly does it happen? Do we see people outside first, and then
it's literally just like a shot of the like top of the ship. You can't see like the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
You see like the captain's bit.
Yeah.
Then it goes in and it's like them talking. He's like, "Oh, Captain Scoob, like where are we going or something?" And he's like, "Oh, I can't even remember what happens."
It's basically they're driving, and he's like, "Hey, Scoob, you should have undone the ropes." And then it cuts to outside the ship, and they're dragging along the pier with people on it.
Yeah.
That got a great reception.
It was
in our viewing room. That got an amazing reception. chortle belly laughs aplenty. By far and away, it was the magnum opus of Scooby Goes Hollywood. Was this love boat section, love ship? I thought that was great. That was
it was like best bit of the film.
If that hadn't been in it, I would have been way more down than I am about it now. Literally, that one bit was like, okay, that's what I mean by like clever, stupid. It's either end of the spectrum is a win. In the middle, or like kind of no imagination, he fell over on something. That's kind of a lose, right? But if you have the spectacularness of idiotic stupidity, that's good. Or it's going to be like clever, like, I see what they did there. That's good.
Yeah.
This one was stupidity, but it was a big win. It was 2 thumbs up for stupidity. Pier still being dragged behind the boat. Excellent. It came, and also because the rest of it was so like much of a flat line, it came out of nowhere, which made it even better.
Yeah, it was that one, and then it went to the Charlie's Angels one. So it was like.
So it was straight back to the bullshit that we'd had up to that point.
Bullshit. Great.
Bullshit. Love ship. Hey! And then bullshit.
Yeah.
It
was just.
So yeah, that's pretty much. the best bit was Love Ship. That is our review. Love Ship.
Don't need to watch the rest of the film. Just watch Love Ship.
Yeah, all you need to do is watch Love Ship, which I'll probably put in the thing. So there you go. You get to watch Love Ship. Yeah.
Love Ship.
Love Ship.
That should just be the name of the episode.
Love Ship. Love Ship. It should. Scooby-Doo review / Mystery Think episode 2. Love Ship.
Yeah.
Scooby Goes Hollywood brackets Love Ship. Yeah, there you go. Love Ship. I'll put Love Ship on the screen. I'll show you some good Love Ship action. So yeah, other than that, actually what I want to talk about is, before we go, is just how vapid and horrible the people are in it. Like, so everyone knows Scooby and Shaggy love each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can't
a platonic love and friendship. As I have with all my viewers. Global. It's a global podcast. This podcast has been listened to globally.
It must warm everyone's
across the continents, warming the cockles of hearts everywhere. So we get a section about Scooby. They've added this in out of nowhere as well. There's no other flashback, anything. They were just like, we need to fill in more time. Let's just do this thing. So it's at Grillo's.
Grillo's.
Grillo's
like
Pet
that.
Shop. It's like Grillo, Gillo, Gringo, someone's pet shop. They're looking around. They're like, we need a dog. There's a dog that can somehow magically turn its head back on itself like an owl. And then it chases.
Is that what happened?
And then it chases its tail. Well, I don't know if that's when it happened, but that's what the animators drew. And they're like, no, we need a dog with character. And they see Scooby-Doo, and he's kind of falling over. The writers didn't know what else to do in this film. He just falls over. If there's a moment of silence or a moment of nothing much happening, Scooby-Doo falls over. Make Scooby-Doo fall over.
He falls over into his drink, pours the drink on himself.
And I quote, Velma says, or I don't know if I'm quoting, maybe paraphrasing. This is essentially what happens. Velma says, he's got character. And Shaggy, Scooby-Doo's best friend, who's meant to have loved each other forever, says, he's got too much character. AKA, fuck that dog, I don't want him. But Velma, somehow, she wears the pants. And she's like, fuck it, we're getting this fucking dog. She just goes picks him up. She just goes, picks him up. And it's like, okay, I guess that's how they got him.
Yeah.
Shaggy, no one else wanted him. Velma, who had nothing to do with it initially, is like in charge. She didn't have the want for character. It was Shaggy that wants the character. And she's like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to pick this one. Motherfucker, take that. This one shall be our dog. It was so weird. So then this just makes like Shaggy not want him, and just kind of undermines their whole friendship thing that they've been together forever, which kind of Scoob touched on, kind of not in a great way. obviously this came out before a pup named Scooby-Doo, so they hadn't had that kind of backstory elaborated on yet, that they were all kids or whatever. Is that even canon? I don't know if that's canon.
I'm not sure if that's canon. But
I don't know if that's canon. They kind of... The way I like to approach it is that every individual series is its own kind of thing. Like, they don't have to have a long-running continuity. They can have the same monsters in it and kind of be like, okay, I guess this kind of was in that one, but I'm not like kind of like strict on it, or like, oh dear, back in that time they wore they had a red car, not a whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really high on being so like kind of nitty picky and all that kind of stuff. I always like to take each kind of episode or series as it come, as its own thing. So you got like What's New Scooby-Doo is its own thing, from Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which is its own little like comedy universe thing. I'm down with that. I like that.
Yeah.
Like Mystery Incorporated is its own like wacky, dark kind of... Cause, I mean, for starters, Crystal Cove. Where the fuck's Coolsville? Huh?
Oh my god, I never even thought of that.
You never thought of that? Like, every time I watched it, because it's got, like, in the intro, it's got the most hauntedest place on Earth. And I'm just thinking, well, it's not Coolsville. So...
For me, it was just kind of like... When I was watching that series, or like episodes of that series, it would go with like Crystal Cove. I'd just be like, "Oh yeah, they live in a they live in a town called C something." It's like, "Oh, Crystal Cove, that's it." Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you get their parents are different in different things. Cause we'll come on to Pirates Ahoy, I'm sure, at some point in like 20 films time, and you get to see his parents. But then in Frank and Creepy, you get the parents from Mystery Incorporated. And I'm sure in something else, that's Velma's parents, but I'm just saying they have different kinds of parents that you see, because Casey Kasem does Shaggy's dad in Mystery Incorporated.
Oh,
because obviously Matthew, and it's kind of, I don't say it's sad, but you can tell he's not doing well at that point. I think he died in 2014, and that series was like 2012 was the last Mystery Incorporated. I think that's the last kind of voice thing that he did for like any Scooby-Doo kind of franchise thing. And he doesn't sound in good health, essentially. But it's a nice touch to kind of include him. So, anyway, we're getting off topic. But what were we talking about? The whole continuity thingy. Yeah. So them kind of showing how they met, essentially. Not a fan of that in terms of Shaggy just kind of being an asshole. And then after Shaggy is like, Scooby rather is like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go back to the cartoon thing. Shaggy still is like, well, you know what? Fuck it. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to try. So then he goes and tries with his sizzle reel, I guess. And then he also gets fucked off out the thing. To which point he comes crawling back like a little snivelling worm that he is in this special. And tries to go back with Mystery Incorporated. And I guess they take him. What happens at the end? Does he get in the van or does he just run after them?
He doesn't even run. He has to fucking hop.
Yeah.
So it's after the van as they drive off.
It's basically like the end of El Dorado, as Tulio and Miguel are chasing after Chell and Altivo, but just way shitter and without any of the kind of... where are they going on their journey? On this one, you're like, yes, good, they're going. It's going to finish soon. That's what... every time towards the end, every time it faded to black, we were like, oh, this is the ending. And it would come back and you're like, oh, fuck, it's still going. And considering it's only 47 minutes, that is not good. Like, that they couldn't, like, maintain that for 45 minutes. But there's basically, like, 2 episodes to think about. Like, the new Scooby-Doo movies was, like, a part 1 and part 2. It's basically just, like, 2 of them, like, 45 minutes. And they're not amazing, but, like, the Harlem Globetrotter ones are, like, kind of fun, I guess. And, like, the ones with Batman and Penguin, all that kind of thing, are, like, oh, my God. Did I show you the in the Batman one where like it's like the 5 minutes of just utter chaos and there's like people on unicycles and they see how I showed you it?
No.
And they're like riding on like little RC cars and it's fucking amazing. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to like link it in the YouTube thing. It's just it just goes mental. Like none of it makes sense. Like not that it's kind of like, grounded and whatever before, because you have that guy with his flying flute, the sighing flute guy, the Professor Dinky, or whatever he's called, in like one of the Batman ones. But then, the end of this Batman thing is crazy, because you have the guy in like the hood, and there's one bit that I remember is like, the guy runs away and he comes back and he's on a unicycle, and Daphne goes,
Look, the hooded man.
Jimmy's on a unicycle.
And like, what? And then there's like stilts. And then Batman loses his gloves and he's wearing a ring. And then Batman loses his pants at some point.
What?
And and they forgot to give him pants, or that's like an earlier scene at least. Like, that episode is crazy.
Oh my
that
gosh.
5 minutes is just like LSD, intense, what the fuckery. It's so good.
It sounds
I
amazing.
need to show you that. I'll try and link it in the thing if I can find it on YouTube. Oh boy. See, we always do this. We're always like, is it something like kind of crap? Then we're just like, what else can we talk about that's actually good? But there you go. So our review is pretty much around like 40 minutes. So I think you've got your money's worth because you've listened to us talk about it rather than have to watch the thing that we talked about. And it's been shorter. And I'm just going to say it's been 10 gazillion times better. So you know what? You're welcome. And you can send us money in the post. And if you're interested, you can check out jibshop.com. We've got great new t-shirt designs. If you've got ideas for some, if you're like, you know what, there's kind of missing what I fancy here, then just hit me up at jib.suave@hotmail.com. That's jib.suave@hotmail.com, and supply me with your t-shirt idea, and I will try and put one together for you, because that's just kind of great, intelligent, sexy guy I am. The sexy man, Jib Suave. I put the suave in suave, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there you go. Alright, that was episode 2 of Mystery Think / Scooby-Doo reviews from Jib Suave with my good friend, the unnicknamed Windjammer Watson. And would you want to give it a star review, or do you just want to say don't watch it? Because for me, if we're giving it stars, I'd say 1.5 maybe, if I'm being nice, and that's just pure love ship starage right there.
Love ship star 5 out of 5. Just perfect.
Okay, love ship starage 5 out of 5. For love shipness, 5 out of 5. Rest of it, half a star. There you go.
Yeah, half a star.
There you go. Right. So, yeah, stay away from this one, guys. Whether you are a Scooby-Doo fanatic, like we pretend to be, or whether you are a Scooby-Doo hater, as the rest of the world pretends to be. That is our review. That is what we think. And we want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. And hopefully you'll catch us next time for Mystery Think Episode 3, where we review Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers. Which you don't think you've seen.
I don't think I've seen.
I think you have.
If I have seen it,
I think you may be surprised.
Ago.
But, okay, I'm just going to ruin it for people now. There's a mystery in this one.
Oh my god!
There's a mystery alert. We need a mystery horn. Mystery, whoa, mystery.
Oh my god,
Can you believe it? Okay, it's taken 3 episodes, but we finally get to a Scooby-Doo where there's a mystery. So that's something to look forward to. If that doesn't leave you as a cliffhanger on the edge of your seat, then I don't know what will. I've been Jib Suave, man, who's straight as leak, sweet as a nut. He's been Windjammer Watson, the unnicknamed, the unmentionable. Even though we've mentioned him, he breaks his own rules, man. It's insane. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome. And we'll see you guys next time when you join us for Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers Mystery Think, Episode 3. Bye-bye. We're waving.
Scooby-Doo.